This week we ain't get a lot of submissions like normal. Normal we get it flooded. And I was a little surprised that it wasn't as flooded as normal because we were giving away a chance for someone to win a Pro Tools or an FL Studio setup. And I don't think no one's gonna win that today. But we do have some submissions, and like always, we're gonna bring some dope music, entertainment, and education your way. So salute to everybody jumping on. I got a few text messages. People are telling me to start the show late. I guess that's a compliment, right? You gotta take that as a compliment. Start the show late. But what I am gonna do, there was a few submissions that came in during the week that weren't part of the competition. So I think I'm gonna go into some new music, and this is kind of different than what we normally would submit. The type of music. Okay, her name is Yafana. Something like that. Yafana Music. Excuse me, I don't want to say something like that, but I'm trying to get the email together right now. But they submitted a song. They said it was written by them, composed by them. Everything was by them. So we're gonna check that out real quick. We're gonna let the numbers work up. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on Kick as well. We're streaming on multiple platforms. I'm trying to reach as much people as possible. But we're gonna go into this song, and it's called When I'm With You. Check it out. Let me know what you think about this. This is a new submission. They said they never submitted this song to the show before. They heard about us and they was wondering how we sounded out of Vancouver. So shout out to Vancouver and everybody out there that's getting, tied into what we doing over here on the A&R desk. But let's check this out real quick, and we'll be back with the show. Let's check this one out. I'm curious to see the full in this one as well. So let's check this out. I don't know if y'all was hearing that. We was having a few technical difficulties on that. But shout out to MJMG Presents. Yo, Tone. This is a first time submission. When I'm With You. We just warming up the set, y'all. Working out a few kinks. Bear with us. Shout out to everybody jumping on today. That was a first time submission here on the show. Yafina Music, When I'm With You. Most definitely had a Taylor Swift kind of vibe. You know, the cherries. If y'all know who the cherries are, the cranberries. I said the cherries, the cranberries. If y'all know who that is, we well rounded around here. We well rounded. But that was a submission during the week, so I told him I will play it and give it a listen. It just got an ultimate pop feel. Shout out to everybody today. If you know, today was the Is It a Smash competition. That's what it was. When you submit your record and the viewers vote. I had an opportunity for people to get a Pro Tools or FL Studio, and it doesn't seem like anybody was interested in that this week. So we still gonna have those licenses in the next few weeks to come for another competition, but we do have some submissions. Excuse me. Now we can start the show and get right into it, which I think I'm gonna do. Normally I usually wait till like 9:45, 9:40 to start the show, but I'm getting a few text messages with people telling me they on their way and they coming. We gonna see how that works, and if not, we just gonna keep the set going. We gotta keep the set going today. So if you got music, just put the email up. If you got music, submit it, y'all. If you got something you wanna play, Miss J, what's going on? There's something you wanna vibe with, something you wanna get to, play it. We could play it. We don't got that many submissions this week, so it's perfectly fine. If you want to get some exposure into something to play, we'll most definitely do that. I'm still gonna be fair and do the competition. So in 3 more minutes, we're gonna do the competition. That's what we're gonna do in 3 more minutes, and we still gonna go with the roots. Tandem, what's going on? Shout out to the artists and everybody that's jumping on. Again, if you want to submit your music right now, just to vibe. It don't gotta be part of the competition, because I know it's a little intimidating. You can most definitely do that. And also, I'm still gonna open up the floor. If you got a business question or A&R question, and you want to ask the question in the chat, feel free to ask the question in the chat. Most definitely ask the question in the chat. But we got a few more minutes to burn, right? We got a few more minutes to burn before we start the actual Is It a Smash. Actually, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all today. The Is It a Smash looks like it's gonna be a fast one. It looks like it's gonna be a fast one. We don't got a lot of submissions, and I'm not taking any submissions after 9:40 for the Is It a Smash. I'm locking it out this week. You snooze, you lose. That's what we doing today. But that don't mean we can't vibe out to some good music and still give the vibes to the people. So please feel free to submit, and we go from there. But the first song for the Is It a Smash competition is from a group called Air to the Street. It was an Out Past Midnight submission. I like that, Out Past Midnight. That's pretty dope. I'm not sure if that's the name of the group, Out Past Midnight, but that was the submission, and I guess the song is called, Out Past Midnight is the name of the group. I just read the email thoroughly, and the song is called Air to the Street, y'all. Air to the Street. So we're gonna set this off right now. If you know the rules, you vote on one CD if you like it, and if not, once you see the word start, you can most definitely start putting your CDs in it. This is the Is It a Smash. Let me put that in the chat real quick. Since we got the rules down, let me pin that real quick, and we go from that. All right, y'all, check this out. This is Air to the Street by Out Past Midnight. Check this out, y'all.
This is the
Voting starts now.
Brooklyn.
You know I'm stepping up like I'm hot shit. Calm exterior, but my soul is like a mosh pit. Mind of a warrior, strike like a rocket. Skills of a warrior, pop your arm out your socket. They fit me in the streets and they fit me on the dockets. Handsome devil, you not on my level. I top of kingpins, that's the merit of my medal. And my steps ordered, I am just an earthly vessel. I got the might to squash a mountain down into a pebble. They can't compare, so why would they compete? I'd rather die before I take defeat. Hell's Kitchen, know I'm watching the streets, and I'm the devil, I can handle the heat. In the belly of the beast, got my ear to the streets. the man without fear. What you see with your eyes is everything that I hear. I'm here, and they fearing the red suit. Guardian, protective villains get put to bed too. Stick made me quick, man, and look what it led to. Devil of Hell's Kitchen, Hail Mary, we beg you. Forgive us for our sins, the ones we doing now and the ones we'll do again. The ones we doing now and the ones we'll do again. In the belly of the beast. Got my ear to the streets. In the belly of the beast. Got my ear to the streets.
All right, y'all. You know how this work right here. You see those 20 seconds? We got 20 seconds on the clock. Uh-oh. Got my record. My record just came out of nowhere. I like that. We got 20 seconds. It's a few more seconds on the clock. If you like it, put a CD. If not, you can put a hammer. Right now, we at a 3 count, and we're gonna see if they was pulling it off. I really like what they did, and we're gonna see from there. All right. You see the word end, and that's over. So we got a 4 count on that. We got a 4 count on that one. I like that. Oh, Z. Oh yeah, Z voted already. You voted already. So we got a 4 count on that one. We got a 4 count on that one. They setting the tone with the 4 count. I like that right now. Shout out to everybody jumping on. If you just jumping on for the first time tonight, today is the A, and our desk we have the Is It a Smash. I don't know why. It's not. It was just wild. I mean, my YouTube was just wilding on me. Alright, if you just jumping on, we doing the Is It a Smash, where we play a music video, you vote on it. If you like it, you put a CD. If you don't, you could put a hammer, or you could just leave it alone. And the winner is gonna win an interview tonight. We did have a Pro Tools or FL Studio license giveaway. That's what we was having today. But you had to put into the fee for the committee, for the competition, which was only $20. And the winner would get to pick which license they want. Unfortunately, I guess nobody wanted a Pro Tools license or FL Studio license, because that was what we were doing today, and no one submitted for it. So that is out the drawing today. There will be no Pro Tools and FL Studio license today because no one submitted for it. But nonetheless, we are still going to have the Is It a Smash competition. So next up, we got Deeper Than Rap. This is All I Had by Carlito Black. He's actually one of the winners of Is It a Smash competition. So let's see if he's able to pull it off today. So this is Carlito Black, All I Had, y'all. Check this out. Voting starts now.
I just grind and stay consistent to keep my mind off this pain. Could be going through so much worse. Who am I to complain? Got no time for the stress, so I smoke mines out and leave my pain in cigar. Bad don't want nobody doing better than bad. I done put my time and effort, gave you all I had.
You think they care when I'm bothered? No sleep, no complaints, hand on my handle, solving these problems. My baby got needs, so I gotta work harder. Besides being an artist, my greatest gift is being a father. Came a long way from starving, banging and catching some charges. Heart used to be stone cold, pain was the reason it hardened. No telling what's in store when people wanna make you a target. I got to drive to go forward, but look at everything, bro, I've been dodging. I got to drive to go forward, but look at everything, bro, I've been dodging. I look to God cause he give me direction. Grateful for Lord of my blessings. But sometimes I really be stressing. Smoking sour, hope it takes off depression. Do my best to stay away from depression. Cause for greatness I know that I'm destined. Do my best to stay away from depression. Cause I know for greatness I'm destined.
I just grind and stay consistent to keep my mind off this pain. Could be going through so much worse. Who am I to complain? Got no time for the stress, so I smoke mines out
Consistent, standing on business. And some ain't got no love for me. DMs will ask for cash. The green check is what they want from me. If I didn't have nothing to my name, who would keep me company? How you said you room for me, but failure is what you want to see. Passion, fate, love to me. Not gonna lie, be bugging me. Demon in my past and my future, great is what I wanna be. Championship, yeah, just know I go hard, cause I won the ring. Championship, yeah, just know I go hard, cause I won the ring. I was outside grinding those houses, tripping every day with a tray, looking for a payoff, cause I know I really deserve me a better way. Took my first L at 3, after that it was nothing but stranger things. Tried for years, now finally I found an exit out of this maze.
I just grind and stay consistent to keep my mind off this pain. Could be going through so much worse. Who am I to complain? Got no time for the stress, so I smoke mines out and leave my pain in cigar. Bad don't want nobody doing better than bad. I done put my time in effort, gave you all.
That was Carlito Black with All I Had. Check it out, y'all. You see the 12 seconds? Right now, he's at a 3 count. We still got Out Past Midnight leading the pack with a 4. And the bomb is about to go off. And that's it. Voting has ended right there. And just to give everybody the heads up on the voting process, when you see the word start by Spud Brooklyn, you can vote under that. And anything between that and end is the count. So he got a 3 count. Carlito Black wasn't able to seize the night. So we got Out Past Midnight still leading the pack for today. Alright, we got a young submission. We got Nasia Bella with the submission. Is this a video? I'm trying to check this email. It seems like it's a MOV file. So we're gonna pull this up. I think it's a download video. Okay. We gonna get out of this. We gonna get that. I'm gonna set that up right now. It's not a YouTube link. Maybe this is an exclusive. Who knows? But we about to find out right now. And we're gonna see from here. Okay. Looks like a live mic drop in the city. Alright, so check this out, y'all. This is Nasia Bella. My Life's a Movie. If you see this and you like it, put a CD. If you don't, you can put a hammer too. It's up to you. But let's check this out, y'all. This is My Life's a Movie. Nasia Bella. Voting starts now.
I'm on a mission to get it. I'm 15 and I'm handling business. And my vision is endless. See with a pen and a pad, that's why I lay in my feelings. I got my moms and my dad. I thank God that I'm gifted. And I be praying that I get to the riches. Cause Cali where I wanna be. I wanna be on the beach. I don't wanna be in the streets. Cause people might dying. My street sounding like a gun range. Only time I get to have some fun is when I'm on stage. My heart is in the music and it's also therapeutic. I be venting to myself and then I go and pour it out. I know I'm young but you can still relate to what come out my mouth. This is pain and greatness plus my dedication. This is how I gotta eat and pay for my vacation. I don't pay no mind to the people that be hating, praying on my downfall. They don't wanna see me prosper. Yeah, I do music and I also wanna Oscar. My life is a movie.
Don't wanna sit in silence. I miss you. Don't wanna sit in silence. Silence. Oh, oh no, no.
I'm on the right path. I ain't following nobody. I'm a leader, so I know I ain't gonna crash. Yeah, I'm K-Slade's prodigy. Know he looking down on me. It gotta be Friday. I know he's still proud of me. Pursuing all my dreams. The good people that ride with me. They fulfill the ones that stick around that ain't doubting me. Coming from the bottom, it's so hard to make it out it. Cause you ain't got the income, lower class is overcrowded. Gotta work twice as hard, yeah, I know all about it. Looking for my family, view the days we ain't got it. But I know that we gon' make it out the P's to a bigger house. Chauffeur like a queen in limousine, see what that's about. Do it for my culture, I'ma show them they could do it. The kids that's my age that be tryna make their music. I wanna have influence, be the one that can prove it the right way, so they ain't gotta follow after shooters.
Yo, Nasia, yo. Beautiful young lady right there. Beautiful, beautiful girl. Hey, you gonna be somebody, man.
That's Nasia right there. She already seized the night right now. She got a 7 count right now. So we really need to seize it. We had Out Past Midnight leading the pack with 4, but Nasia came in and sweeped that in. All right. We're going to end it right there with a 7 count. That's a 7 piece. Right there. She came in and did her thing. I had the privilege of interviewing Nasia Bella about a year ago. Very bright girl, very talented, really put that work in. Shout out to Black J too. Shout out to everybody on there. Carlito Black, your joint came already, man. We played it. Word, man. So, alright, y'all. We're gonna keep the what's going on, Tone? What's the word? I didn't even put the end, but it's over. It was a 7 count. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the end. So, surprisingly enough, I'm just gonna award her the winner right now. The reason why I'm gonna award her the winner, all the other submissions right now is Nasia Bella. I'm gonna keep it real. All the submissions right now is Nasia Bella. And she made it under the time submission for the Is It a Smash, which was 9:40 for last submissions of the Is It a Smash. So Nasia Bella won because no one else submitted under the time frame for that. But being that's the case, if you want to submit your music or you want to submit a record or something you like, please share right there to the desk at Spot Brooklyn. We would love to hear what you got going on. But I want to send a big shout out. to Nasia Bella for winning early. I don't know if everybody saw the post. I did have a Pro Tools license as well as a FL Studio license for the winner, but no one submitted for the license. So Nasia Bella would have won that clean swipe if it was. And yes, it was 8 because I was slow on the end. The only reason why I was slow on the end, which it would have been 7, is because I was looking at the chart and it's only Nasia left, so it ain't even making sense. So 7, 8, anything more than 4, she won it today. But just as a tribute, we're gonna go into another Nasia Bella record right now. This is called BDM. Check this out. Let her know what you think. Shout out to Nasia Bella. We look forward to having that sit down again, seeing what's new and what's popping. But let's check this out, y'all. Again, if y'all want to submit your record, right there, I could take down the Is It a Smash. Is It a Smash was over. This is the fastest Is It a Smash in history. But let's check this out, y'all. Let's keep the set going.
This is the A&R desk with Spud Brooklyn.
Nasia, I'm not mistaken. I feel your pain when you're aching. Even when you sleep, I can see it before you waken. Even though you're strong, I don't like the toll that it's taken. The only time you smile when you see the progress I'm making. But I'ma keep achieving as long as they keep you breathing. They say music features low, so you know I'ma keep you eating. I go hard every night, I go twice as hard every weekend. And you know I got a verse, so you know I'ma keep on speaking. It's that pain over pleasure, gratitude over measure. They said pain over pleasure, gratitude over measure. I can't wait to say, hey look, mama, I made it. I know y'all really proud of what you and daddy created. When y'all pushed me out the door and y'all told me to be the greatest. So I put it on my back and I'm thanking you for your patience. I'm giving you the moon when you cruising all in your spaceship. I know it's hard to face it, but something you can't relate with. And I know the mood you bring got you feeling like in the Matrix. But I love you, my queen, and you'll never go back to basics. Oh man, I just wanna say I love you, Mom. Thank you for everything. I hope I made you proud. BDM.
Wait, I could take the bomb off. I could take the Nasia. What's going on, Nasia Bella? Shout out to Nasia Bella, who won the fastest Is It a Smash competition in shoe studio podcasting, broadcasting history. She came in the sweep house real quick. Yo, what's going on? K4, shout out to the SMG Squad. What's good? Shout out to everybody that's jumping on today. Much love to everybody. Again, if you got a record that you want to hear, Nasia, you won. She sure did win. She came in the season right on her moment. So shout out to you. For those that just came on, what I am gonna do right now, I'm gonna show you what Nasia was up against, right? So y'all can get a feel real quick. And again, if you want to submit records, you can. But this record right here was called Air to the Streets. This record was holding the night down early with the votes. And then Nasia came. So we're gonna go down the line real quick, and if there is other submissions, we'll get to that. Or I could just start DJing the set. I do not have a problem doing that either. But check this out. This is Air to the Street. The group is called Out Past Midnight. I'm feeling that. So check this out. This is what Nasia was up against, y'all. So check these out.
This is the A&R Desk with Spud Brooklyn.
You know I'm stepping up like I'm hot shit. Calm exterior, but my soul is like a mosh pit. Mind of a warrior, strike like a rocket. Skills of a warrior, pop your arm out your socket. They fit me in the streets and they fit me on the docket. Handsome devil, you not on my level. I top of kingpins, that's the merit of my medal. And my steps ordered, I am just an earthly vessel. I got the might to squash a mountain down into a pebble. They can't compare, so why would they compete? I'd rather die before I take defeat. Hell's Kitchen, know I'm watching the streets. And I'm the devil, I can handle the heat. In the belly of the beast. Got my ear to the streets. In the belly of the beast. Got my ear to the streets. Yo, I devil dog dare you to come against the man without fear. What you see with your eyes is everything that I hear. I'm here, and they fearing the red suit. Guardian, protective villains get put to bed too. Stick made me quick, man, and look what it led to. Devil of Hell's Kitchen, Hail Mary, we beg you. Forgive us for our sins. The ones we doing now and the ones we'll do again. The ones we doing now and the ones we'll do again. In the belly of the beast. Got my ear to the streets. In the belly of the beast. Got my ear to the streets.
That right there was Out Past Midnight with this song Air to the Streets. That's what we set the night off with today. But Nasia Bella sees the night. I want to send a big shout out to everybody that's on, but I want to send a super big shout out to the whole SMG. Shout out to MJMG. Shout out to Miss J. Shout out to Vibes with CJ. Shout out to Mike Paul did it. Shout out to K4. Shout out to KO. Shout out to Golden 562. And shout out to yourself, your boy Spud Brooklyn. I'm talking to myself in third person, right? They say crazy people do that, and I'm most definitely insane. I embrace it. It's okay. But that right there was Out Past Midnight. Air to the Street. We set it off. They was getting high votes. Well, they started off with the 4 vote, and then we went into a Carlito Black, and we're gonna go into that one next. We're gonna go into the Carlito Black song, All I Had, and this was another runner-up. Carlito Black is actually one of our older winners from the Is It a Smash competition. This was the video that she was up against as well. So check this out, y'all. That Carlito Black, know what y'all think?
I just grind and stay consistent to keep my mind off this pain. Could be going through so much worse. Who am I to complain? Got no time for the stress, so I smoke mines out and leave my pain in cigar. Bad don't want nobody doing better than bad. I done put my time in it, forgive you all I.
You think they care when I'm bothered? No sleep, no complaints, hand on my handle, solving these problems. My baby got needs, so I gotta work harder. Besides being an artist, my greatest gift is being a father. Came a long way from starving, banging and catching some charges. Heart used to be stone cold, pain is the reason it hardened. No telling what's in store when people wanna make you a target. I got to drive to go forward, but look at everything, bro, I've been dodging. I got to drive to go forward, but look at everything, bro, I've been dodging. I look to God cause he give me direction. Grateful for Lord of my blessings. But sometimes I really be stressing. Smoking sour, hope it takes off the pressure. Do my best to stay away from depression. Cause for greatness I know that I'm destined. Do my best to stay away from depression. Cause I know for greatness I'm destined.
I just grind and stay consistent to keep my mind off this pain. Could be going through so much worse. Who am I to complain? Got no time for the stress, so I smoke mines out and leave my pain in cigars. Bad don't want nobody doing better than bad. I done put my time in it, forgave you all I had.
Consistent standing on business, and some ain't got no love for me. DMs will ask for cash. That green check is what they want from me. If I didn't have nothing to my name, who would keep me company? How you said you room for me, but failure is what you want to see. Passion, fate, love to me. Not gonna lie, be bugging me. Demon in my past, and my future great is what I wanna be. Championship, yeah, just know I go hard, cause I won the ring. Championship, yeah, just know I go hard, cause I won the ring. I was outside grinding those houses, tripping every day with a tray. Looking for a payoff, cause I know I really deserve me a better way. Took my first L at 3, after that it was nothing but stranger things. Tried for years, now finally I found an exit out of this maze.
I just grind and stay consistent to keep my mind off this pain. Could be going through so much worse. Who am I to complain? Got no time for the stress, so I smoke mines out and leave my pain in cigars. Bad don't want nobody doing better than bad. I done put my time in it, forgive you.
That was Carlito Black right there. He was up, but he wasn't able to seize the night against Out Past Midnight. And then Nasia Bella came in for the win, y'all. She came in for the win. So what we're going to do right now, we got a few submissions. We do have one question. Somebody did submit a question, which is interesting because I don't know that email compared to who's on. But they did ask me to be anonymous, so I was still trying to figure out, still trying to be a detective, right, and figure out who asked this question. But it's a really cool question. I'm gonna get to that question. This one right here is Come Here. This is an MJMG Presents Come Here. This is with Amber Essence. Check this out, y'all. We just gonna be vibing for the rest of the night. If you got a record, please feel free to email that. If you know the artist's name and you don't want to leave the chat for some reason and you're like, yo, I don't want to go into another app to send something out, just put it in the chat right there and maybe I could just pull it up in between sets. But let's check this out. This is called Come Here, y'all. We're gonna keep the set going. We're just gonna vibe out tonight. We're gonna vibe out tonight. If you got an A&R question, feel free to hit me with the question. We'll get to that answer.
This is the A&R Desk with Spot Brooklyn.
I try to be professional, come here, but it seems like it caused a little stress in you. Trying to feel the best in you, yes. And later on, get to know the rest of you. Come here, but you got me on pause. Yeah, excuse me, miss, what you got in them drawers? Low, cause they got me like low. Damn, I gotta get that out you know I'm about you. Come here, I don't mean to cause problems, nah. But when I want something, I get it. Yep, you get it, you can get it. Why you holding back? Let me lock that. Make you wanna post 100 facts, baby, right back. Come here, let me be your everyday crush. Eat you till you gush, bend over, hush. Let you see who you gonna be. I'ma let you be the chick that you wanna be. You can call me. Come here, let yourself go. Be my private little woe. Keep my private on go. Make your river flow. Come instead all day, all night talk. Let me see your heart. Let me make you breathe fast in the dog. You never gave him that. I ain't giving nothing back. Give me that. I ain't giving nothing back. 100 facts. Cause I'm like that. You never gave him that. Give me that. I ain't giving nothing back. I'm like that. Come here,
I'll be right there. Daddy, I swear I ain't going nowhere. When you tell me come here, I'll be right there. I'll be right there. I ain't going nowhere. When you tell me come here, I'll be right there. Daddy, I swear I ain't going nowhere. When you tell me come here, I'll be right here. I'll be right there, I ain't going nowhere. You got my heartbeat racing and I can't focus. Mesmerized, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm used to being the one who keeps them hypnotized. But it's something about you, yeah. Okay, alright. You just walked in the right place, right time. Put that thing on me, on my. You can lock it down, baby, change my life, yeah. I just wanna know, can you give me what I want? Never tell me no. Trips to Dubai, Jamaica, and a Mykonos. If you hold me down, I ain't never letting go. You spoil me, love me, give me what I need, and I'll give you everything. If you spoil me, love me, give me what I need, and I'll give you everything. I'll be right there, Daddy, I swear
I want to send a big shout out to Mills. My dude, it's been a long time, but I'm glad you on this side. Shout out to you, homie. Hey, yo, La, I see you. That right there was Come Here. That was Mr. Servon featuring Amber Essence. That was an MJMG Presents release. Shout out to everybody going on. We just had the Is It a Smash competition where we played music and the viewers vote, and the winner could have won a Pro Tools or FL Studios and an interview. But we only had the interview right now. We only got the interview. But we're gonna keep this set going. Right now I'm gonna go into, this is another MJMG. Yo, Mills, what's the word, my dude? I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you, man. I'm glad to see you, man. We're gonna go into this Tony Bosco joint. This is a new release. And then I'm gonna get to that question in the chat. If you got a business question, feel free to ask your questions. We could get to that. But we're gonna get into this Top Controller. I do got a submission for 9-5. That was actually the submission for 9-5. But we're gonna go into this new one. I feel like let's get some light to the new one real quick. This is the Top Controller. Why did it delete? It looked like it deleted. I don't know, Tony. You gotta get your joint. You gotta get your joint together, man. What's going on with his joint? Is it gone? Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. We gotta make sure this is right. Alright, we got it back. Alright, this is Tony Bosco, Top Controller. This is with Hem Legendary. Let's check this out. This is another MJMG release. This is fresh off the press. So let Tony Bosco know what you think about this, and let Miss J know. She on it right here. Check it out.
I've been down, niggas.
The A&R desk.
I've been a top controller. I've been doing this, nigga. We ready to hit it out the park. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby. Try to throw dirt on me, I climbed out of the hole. Used to be a muddy nigga, now I'm covered up in gold. Wrist, arm, neck, heart completely froze. It's Baltimore City, nigga, all seasons is cold. Miss Jackson said you gon' be the one to break the mold. I'm climbing, I'm not a dick rider, I'm a dick inside her. Chopper fully loaded when I'm sliding. Turn a nigga's stomach to peach cobbler, yeah. Real nigga, been outside since a toddler. Colliding with riders, ratchet tools, no pliers. Face on flyers, I'm flyer. G4, purple two-door, and it's raw like a lion. It's a Chester nigga that's blessing niggas. We swap guns east, west, and south for niggas. So many times in life, had to catch a lesson, nigga. So now I just pop, no time to catch a vibe. A nigga tripping on my block, you know that nigga dying. Assault rifle, singing high notes like Mariah. Remember the times the countertop covered with flour, and we ain't making pizza, but the dough steady rising. Yeah.
Yo, Q is all good. Shout out to you.
Attack like a cobra hater every time I strike. And I'm from a town, really everything happens at night. And you underdressed if you ain't moving around with a pipe. And you blessed if you wake up with breath and lungs in sight. Cause you can turn a corner one block away and get ice. And it ain't gotta be about a nigga putting up a price. It could be just as simple as a nigga taking your life. Clear. pen and pad been in my life so many years. Cocaine on the plate, something I pioneered. I'm a real one, no man walking, I fear. The path I walk, musical cheers. Hopping out the SUV, looking out the window of the Lear. You can look at my past and guarantee you drop a tear. Cause Tony Blue, Teddy, and Uncle Jay not here. So many more to name, I'ma keep them alive. Through the bars I spear and the flows I gear. A roast toast on a yacht rope to the pier. I sent kites through the pipeline to the tears. I got the right tone for the ear, that's why I'm gon' win. It's time to show the world I'm here.
Heavy with the on my shoulders, feel like a boulder. Still me have to make a way, yeah, yeah. Save me that I'm in YOLO, top controller. Them now we holding, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was Top Controller right there. Tony Bosco. Hems Legendary. That's hot off the press right there. I see people was feeling that. Yo, Berg, what's good, my dude? What's going on? How you feeling, my brother? How you feeling, my brother? Alright, so we got one question in the email. I'm setting up another song right now. And the question is, let me read that right, because I don't wanna. If you had to give anyone inspiration or reason why they should continue to do music, and then they put, it was supposed to be a parenthesis, but they put a big bracket, because they're in doubt, what would you say? You know what I would say? I would say nothing. And the reason why I would say nothing, if you're in doubt, I need you to want it. I can't advise you or give you anything if you don't want to do it. You know if you really want to do it or not. The question is the how. So I'm not in the business of forcing people into their passion. I'm in the business of presenting what you can do with it. If I see someone with potential, if I see someone with a talent, I like to add to that, acknowledge it. But it's like I'm gonna give you a good example. I'm gonna give you a quick example. He said, could I send unreleased? You most definitely could send unreleased. You could send whatever you want. I'm gonna give you a quick example, y'all, right? If I got a basketball team, and I know you could play ball. I know you could play ball. And every time you on the court, you lackadaisical. You ain't giving no energy. I'm going to pick who's ready to ball. Who got their sneakers laced up? Let's do this. Let's do this. But if I see you in the park and you shooting and you're working on it, and then you come to me and you be like, yo, I'm not too sure. I'll be like, yo, but your jumper is good. I can't, in this business, you got to preserve your energy. I get absorbed a lot. It's rare I get refilled. Not a lot of people refill. And because I understand that, and it's nothing personal. It's nothing personal with those that don't help refill. Right? But understanding that I gotta preserve what I give out is very important, because I can't burn out. And if I let everyone who come to me and wanted me to hold them up, I would burn out. I would burn out. So I know I was kind of harsh when I said I wouldn't say nothing. The first thing I would ask a person, do you want to do this? Because if you don't, I don't want to waste my time. I really don't. But that was a cool question. And I know the question was asked because he wants me to push him. And the reason why I was so abrupt with I ain't doing it is because I ain't pushing him. I'm tired of having the same conversation with him. I just put two and two together. He used a fake email, but he messed up at the end because he left a little tag that he puts on all his emails. So I know who you are now. I just read the email thoroughly. But we're going to go on to another one right here. Spot, I got a question. Would you be willing to manage Nasia? I like how you went for the gusto. My man Black J went for the gusto. I like when people go for the gusto. What I'm gonna do, Black J, I'm gonna go into this video this song called In a Minute. This is one of my new releases, In a Minute, and I'm gonna get to Black J's question live on the air. Let's check this out, y'all. This is In a Minute. Me featuring Saeed.
It's been a minute since I called them calls that never called till them calls came in. Of course they wanna pause. Connections got lost, they forcing the recalls. I'm crossing over courts, they crawling in Jordan 4s. Stand up, homie, why you talking from the floor? And I don't look down, so we ain't talking at all. My head's to the north, I'm forwarded in my thoughts. I compassed my heart, my morals, I never lost. So how you gonna talk devaluing what I lost? To calculate the value of mountain and what it costs. It was mountains that I crossed. While shackles I had to walk, I took a few falls, some walks I had to crawl. That's why I go hard, these bruises don't wear off. 7 days a week, I'm moving at 24. That's hours of rims, whatever you focused on, it been a minute.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I ain't heard back, now I get it, now I get it. Seconds move fast in a minute, I could run a class with a pivot. Oh no. Wait a minute. I ain't heard back, now I get it. Seconds move fast in a minute, I could run a class with a pivot. Oh,
it's been a minute since I spit it, I get it, cause I sit it and watch how you shifted to listen. As I witness every word spoke, forbid it with hopes, the good rid it. I ain't even take the shot, you tallying the misses. I hit him with the pivot, had faith and did it. Came back, time flies and watching even ticking. How you in my business and we ain't got no business. Home team in business, you the one that isn't. And I ain't even tripping, the flights I take is interest. You see it cause I post it, now you get the picture. I had you in my mind, frame it, high display. You bled out of eye range, divide the page. Feelings got torn, no supplying the tape. Feelings got worn, so I stapled my place. On my piece, this is peace. Talk is cheap, and we ain't gotta speak, it been a minute.
wait a minute, wait a minute. I ain't heard back, now I get it, now I get it. Seconds move fast in a minute, I could run a class with a pivot. Oh no. Wait a minute. I ain't heard back, now I get it. Seconds move fast in a minute, I could run a class with a pivot. Oh
That's Wait a Minute. That's a new release straight off the Shoe Music Group. Yours truly featuring Saeed. Shout out to Saeed on the production on that. We got a submission. We got a joint called Headlock Freestyle by Mills. Shout out to Mills. I got the privilege of working with that brother in the, now I don't want to say the early days of Shoe Studio, but sometime early and the brother always had it. I will say this on air. If Mills is on, let me see if Mills is on. I will say this on air. And I could be wrong, Mills. I could be wrong, and this is no shade to none. I felt like Mills was the golden boy, but he was surrounded by a few. I don't want to say all. He was surrounded by a few people that couldn't understand the concept of that, and I don't think the investment in Mills was taken properly. That's just my engineer take. I feel like he was the golden boy that it wasn't seen. People were too close to him, too close to it to see how bright it was. But shout out to Mills. The road continues. But this is a freestyle right here. We're gonna go into that. But before I go into that, like I kept my word, I'm gonna answer Black J's question. Black J said, "What I manage Nasia." Now, when it comes to management, I'm really iffy with management because I don't think artists, people around, understand the true depths of what management does, and sometimes it takes up a lot of work. But what I will do and say is, I would do a artist agreement with like management and Nasia, which I would assist in whatever going on. Being a part, yes. Managing, no. I rarely would manage any artist per se, but we could come to an agreement, and I'm gonna be transparent. I did the management thing. I was helping an artist. His name is AR. Rock Nation was gonna sign him, and right before the deal, I said, "Yo, I want 15%." And he said, "Yo, but 10%, usually 10% to 8% is the average. I want to give you 8%. I said, "I want 15%. He said, "No." I said, "So you won't give me 15 cents off every dollar?" He said, "No." And then I stopped him. I said, "Yo, how much did your video cost? How much was the studio time?" And by the time we calculated, I was like, "So you want me to exalt 100% of my time and resources for 15%, I never manage someone ever again. But let's shout out to Mills. Let's check this out, man. This is unreleased, so y'all getting a first take at this. Let the boy know what you think. I'm dying to hear this one. It's been a little while since I heard anything. Salute to you, Mills. So let's check this out, y'all.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, that's like it, yeah. Oh my God. She wanna fly out of bedrock. I put that bitch in a headlock. Brody still smoking on dead eyes. I started shaking my dreadlocks. You should've seen how his chest drop. Can't say too much cause the feds watch. Fuck it, we out to the next block. I'm tryna test out the next Glock. But they know how I get. Couple shots at the down, now she bustin' a split. Had to switch with the whip. I can't slide in that shit if I ain't got no tens. Reach through a light in the grip. She thinks he shit tryna finish the date. I had to tell her, I'm young and turned. I am not ready for kids. I think that shit turned her on, cause she started shaking her hips. Said she like when I put on her hair. I never loosen the grip. No, I'ma get to the breach. Already fucked up a check. Told him don't worry, I'm next. Move like I'm playing the chess. Yeah, yeah. She wanna fly out of bedrock. I put that bitch in a headlock. Brody still smoking on dead eyes. I started shaking my dreadlocks. You should've seen how his chest drop. Can't say too much cause the feds watch. Fuck it, we out to the next block. I'm tryna test out the next clock.
That's Mills right there, y'all. I like the vibe. DJ Sam said that this beat has a little something to it. That's for those that don't know, DJ Sam is very critical. So that right there is like damn near saying it's a hit for a DJ Sam critique. It's with an S. It's with an S. I believe now it's 24 mils, but it's with an S. But shout out to Q. Q said something that was interesting. Q said, there's something for everybody that is undeniably, and they simply must do it. If music is not your, if not that, dog, find what is. And the interesting thing about music as an executive, right? I realize when it comes to music, a lot of people do music because they chasing the reward, not the passion for the music. And I get a lot of artists that come to me hoping I could ignite the passion so they could get to the reward instead of them having the passion and helping, and we push that passion to a reward. And I get that a lot. And you could tell it in how people create their music, how they do it. Like, I make music because I love music. You could see the difference, especially when you're engineering a lot. You see it a lot. And that individual that I was emailing, I was a little harsh because me and him go at it almost every other day. He wants the reward. He loves what it looks like to be an artist. He loves it. A lot of people do. It's cool. It's some cool shit. Like, it's some really dope shit. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know how much work you got to do, how many sessions you spent your money on records that only got a certain amount of looking. You made $15 off your album. That part, they see that and they like, what? I gotta do that. And they hoping to just go viral. And it don't work that way. Let me check the chat right here. Black J said, I see what you mean about the managing thing. I just know I need assistance with her because I talk to her. I know how it is. I got 3 girls. I could say it's raining outside. No, Dad, it ain't raining. It's just a little misty. And then they friend be like, it's raining. Oh, Dad, I need an umbrella. It's raining. I know how I go. But yo, Black J, maybe we can have a true to life conversation. Like, this kind of been in the air for a little bit. This type of conversation been in the air before. I think one time on air, Nasia was like, "Yo, would you sign me?" Let's have a real conversation. Just have a real conversation. I'm putting it out there. Everybody know I got the SMG, independent record label. We have our own distribution. We have no red tape. We have no investors, so that no one could turn my faucet off. So we could really shake out, but it gotta make sense. So let's talk about that. But we're gonna keep the set going. This is Thomas English with Omo. This song is called Return of the Kings. We getting some West Coast vibes in tonight, so check this out, y'all.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another
You were sent to do great things. Don't forget that you were king. You were sent to do great things.
Hey yo, DJ Sam. Yes, music is universal, but certain types of music isn't. Let's talk about that.
Through the face of adversity in the coldest stairs. They say my skin is my sin. They like, who the hell cares? Rather see me dead or in jail. I hope that I fail. Some wish that I was dead already and burning in hell. Racism alive and well. Quote that, bruh. Prevalent before my son even know who I was young and dumb and full of semen. Young and ages still dreaming. Conspiracy to destroy young black males. What you reading? The handwriting on the wall. It's speaking to me. It says, stand up, king, and unique calligraphy. Blessing to see your seeds grown, holding their own. Though we get them other parted ways and moved on. My home is my throne, where my crown be on. In this concrete jungle where we must stay strong. King.
Don't be lying, oh, oh. Don't be lying, oh, oh. Don't be lying, oh, oh. I be the king, never look for trouble. So no be better meeting juggle.
Don't let them rain on your parade and make you feel like ish. Tryna discredit you and your accomplishments. More than a sperm donor or a thug on the corner. Or any other stereotype they put on us. Salute to all my kings, raising kings and queens. Overcoming the obstacles and growing pains. Still making good noise, getting into good trouble. Stand up and be counted in this concrete bubble. Roadblocks, let down, setbacks and hang-ups. Still standing tall and never gave up. They quick to holler deadbeat. What I beg to differ is real kings out there handling grown men business. Breaking cycles and chains, generational curses. Trying to put us down like doormats and walk all on us. But oh no, hell no, we ain't going for that. Return of the kings, taking our rightful spots back. Hurry, scurry, yeah, run. Now go tell that. To whom we make concern, hoping that we fall flat on our faces, catching cases, not raising our seas. To all my kings, know that you were sent to do great things. King.
Don't be lying, oh, oh. Don't be lying, oh, oh. Don't be lying, oh, oh. I be the king, never look for trouble. So no be better meeting juggle.
I was given life for a purpose. Put it to inspire, to get my people up out of the muck and mire. And I ain't going nowhere till I get my respect. And they get their damn foot and knee up off our necks. I'm a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. When I spit it, it's conducive to the soul surviving. Seeds get planted when verses get dispersed. And the earth is my turf, been that way since birth. They say we cursed in this foreign land, being oppressed. But it's time we assess and readdress. Living better, eating better, doing better with the cheddar. Like 97 acres, freedom, Georgia, let's get them. So I'ma stand on something and not fall for nothing. Being stabbed in the back, so it ain't no frontin'. And when them proud boys come, let the trumpet sing. And feel the fire in the return of the King of Kings. King.
We can do it. We shall do it. We pray to God for vision and for leadership. And He has given us a universal vision. A vision that will not limit our possibilities to America. A vision that will not limit our possibilities to the West Indies. But a vision that said there must be a free and redeemed Africa.
That was Thomas English right there. with Omo, Return of the Kings. Shout out to everybody jumping on right now. We got a few more submissions, but I got a really dope question, and I don't even know if I got a lot of time to unpack this. Same brother. Same brother. He was on Kick a little while ago. He said I'm a fool for blowing him up. I really didn't blow him up, but his question was, compared to how music is released and artists are put out, was it more stronger then, or is it more stronger now? And he said, for the art. I want y'all, I'm gonna play another video. I'm gonna play another one. This song is called River, featuring Daisy Villa. I'm gonna play another song, and I want to hear what y'all feel. Do you feel the passion for the art between listenership, viewership is stronger now or back whenever? I would love to hear y'all opinion on that, and I'm gonna give mine right after that, and I'm gonna give the reasons why. But check this out, right? This is Omo featuring Daisy.
It's LC the Beat God.
It's Perfume, baby, the superstar. Yes. She close to my heart, just like a river, flowing in my soul, yeah, flowing in my soul. The love in my heart now, flowing like a river.
Es la esencia de este amor. No cabe duda entre tú y yo. Te buscaré, te buscaré. Por todos cósmicos. Que el viento me traiga a ti. Moving in your motion. Don't have control. Take me to your destination.
She close to my heart, just like a river, flowing in my soul, flowing in my soul, yeah, flowing in my soul. The love in my heart now, flowing like a river. Let me be the one we go kiss you right. That's right. Let me be the one we go hold you tight. Let it flow like a river. Even on the enter body, I wanna sing for my baby. I hope you ready. I'm ready. For the new journey, my girlie, oh. You ready, oh? For your body, oh. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Surrender. I submit. I'll give it all to you. Te buscaré, te buscaré. Por todos cósmicos. Que el viento me traiga a ti.
She close to my heart, just like a river, flowing in my soul, flowing in my soul, yeah, flowing in my soul. The love in my heart now, flowing like a river. Yeah, love you.
I get so upset when I hear that song. I get so upset when I hear Most Things by Omo, and I'm gonna share why. Miss Jackson, shout out to Miss Jackson. She once came to me and she said, "Yo, I got this artist, man. He does like Afro beats. You know, he's from Nigeria. You know, I want to play his music to you." And she played it to me, and I was like, "He got something, but he got a lot of work to do." And she said, "Yo, listen, if I did everything that you asked me to, would you shop him to get a deal?" And initially I was like, I don't know Miss J. And then I said, you know what? I saw that passion and that dedication. And even though I might not believe, maybe that I'm not in sync with someone's idea, if they're passionate enough, I could support them. The reason being, I had many passions and things that I believed in that people didn't get it. They just didn't get it. So me not forgetting that, I said, all right, Miss J, you know what? I'm going to take a real deep look at him and I'm going to give y'all some things to do. And I did that. I told him, yo, we got to work on performances. We got to build that. She crafted up a whole entire project with him, another level, and got the record done. This man is a Nigerian. Got the record done. Invested him outside of my suggestion. I was like, don't spend too much money. She spent a lot of money in it. And I was like, all right, cool. We got it to a point. I started shopping this record around, right? Playing it every chance I get, letting people hear it. Just, you know, Sony. I just, you know, I'm in the office. I'll just like go to a radio and like type it in and start playing stuff. And shout out to my man Dub. I played it. They were like, yo, we like this. We want to set up something. Who's this? And I'm painting it because I know the flaws. I know what he doesn't have. What he don't have. So I'm talking about all the stuff that he does has, but eventually we gotta come to the table and they start doing the analytics and they say, you know what, we willing to give you a promo deal on this. A promo deal. And I'm like, they don't even do those no more, which means they will sign him, take records that he did, but then put artists that they have on the record to see how it does. And if it does well after the promo deal, then you'll get a recording contract. And I'm using these words particular because that's what it's called, a recording contract. You got some artist deals, you got different type of deals. So I went back and I told Miss J, and he, for a lack of better words, and I love cursing, by the way, I think some curse words just define what it means. He fucked it up. He fucked up the deal. He really did. He really did. And then I guess he called her a liar and called me a liar. And then I had to, you know me, I post the email. I ain't got no problem posting the email. I put the email on Instagram like, bro, you messed that bag up. So to artists out there, when you have somebody who believe in you and they're telling you what's coming out of the office and what you need to do, and it might be a little different than what you think it is, give us some thoughts and ask why. If you don't agree, ask why. Find out why. So then you can get to understand what's needed, because I see a lot of artists do that. They got it. You know, they go on Google, they find out what they need to do. But I always use this analogy. Reading how to ride a bike is completely than riding a bike for the first time. They're two different things. But if you read it, you could damn sure explain it. And I see a lot of people who know how to explain it because they learned it, but they didn't know how to administrate it. Two different things. So shout out to Miss Jackson on that. You know, shout out to that. You know, most definitely. She did the groundwork. All right, we're gonna go into another one. This is off the Experience. Another question just came. I'm gonna read that real quick. But this is the outro to the Experience. If you didn't see this or hear this album, it's called The Experience by MJMG Presents. It's really dope. There's amazing music on it, amazing artwork. That's another project that Miss Jackson came to me and she was like, yo, I want to do this. And I was like, Miss J, you crazy? Too many songs. And it worked out magically. So check this out. This is the outro.
This is the outro. I want to thank everybody for taking this journey with us. This wasn't just a vibe. This wasn't just words. We were taking you through an experience. You see, music is more than just rhythm and harmony. It's life. And if you don't live through your music, if you don't feel through your music, you ain't experiencing it. You ain't living it.
right, good question. Someone just saying, I can't wait to share this one.
You see, music is the pulse to us. It's that drum in our chest, that heartbeat. It's that bounce, that harmony in our minds. It's the whistle and hums to words we don't know. It's the footsteps we take through the hard times. It's how we lay ourselves to sleep. Music is everything. And we gave you everything today in this experience. So when you listening to the songs, attach yourself to what makes sense. Attach yourself to what you feel. And let it take you through that experience. I had the pleasure of sitting here, going through all the songs, all the producers, all the artists, and soaking in what it means to me. You see, music to me is everything. It's life. It's how I live and breathe. It's how I move and see. That's music. And if you can't get with that, I don't understand what else to tell you. I don't know what else to do, what else to say. Because if it ain't music, it ain't life. And if it ain't life, we not here. So with that being said, live yours, live on, feed, create, take in, fantasize, dream. Whatever you do, live in that pulse that beats in you. Don't simmer, don't doubt, don't quit. Be your experience every breathing moment. Because you are music. You are the rhythm. You are the sound. You are the beat to someone's life. You are. We are. We all are. Music.
That was the outro. Miss Jackson loves that one. I wish I saved that for last. That got like an end of the night. Got an end of the night vibe. Well, we are coming to the end of the night. Shout out to Nasia Bella, the winner of the Is It a Smash competition. She will be getting an interview live on the show. We did have Pro Tools. Well, we still got a Pro Tools license and an FL Studio license. Shout out to Avid. Shout out to FL Studios, who actually gave us a sponsorship on the license. We still got those to give away, but no one signed up for those giveaways, so I guess we'll be sitting on those a little bit longer than normal. So I got an interesting question, but before I go into the question, I'm just gonna set up the last video. I'm trying to look. That's why I said I wish I saved that one for the night. That one would have been a cool one to save to close the night out. Just capturing what we were talking about, being passionate on music. All right, let's check this out, y'all. We're gonna find a nice video to close the night. I got one. So the question is, right? I don't know who this person is, and I think they were trolling because the subject is who you. I love that. Who you? And the question was, what makes you such an industry professional? Oh, he came for me, B. He came for I read that. I was so excited. I said it during the video, right? He came for me, or her. I don't know who it is. Came for me, right? But they're called 12 gauge shotgun, right? 12 gauge shotgun. So he said, what makes me an industry professional, right? All right, we could share a little bit of stuff, right? Not only that I'm a president of a record label. Forget that. We could scratch that, right? Not that I run my own independent label. Forget that. Not that. If I had to say what made me an industry professional is that some of your greatest artists that you like, some of the artists that I actually had to service, not only service them, I serviced their A&R, so the person who had to manage them. And if I gotta really shake out, because I was gonna respond with this with a lot of sarcasm, but I'm gonna be serious, because that's a good question. If I had to really shake out, I could say like the Doubles, who's the vice president of RCA Records. Shout out to my man Brett over at Republic Records. Shout out to Saint. So we're talking about the A&Rs and the people who work with Childish Gambino, Gold Link. If I go over to Republic Records, we're talking about Drake, Nicki Minaj, The Weeknd, Taylor Swift. We're not only talking about the songs that I've written. I'm going to say that again. The songs that I've written. So songs that I've written, like for Kelly Clarkson, Avril Lavigne, Fiona Lewis, that I've written. I penned those songs, right? Got paid for those songs. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about the artists that I pushed to Def Jam to get sound. Shout out to Asu, who they wanted. Shout out to Velvet Silk. Shout out to Velvet Silk. Shout out to Sky. These are all artists that I went over to get signed over at Def Jam when they wanted me to just do A&R. Let's go to Capitol Records when I advised them not to sign the first AI artist, and they didn't do that under my consultant. And then the next day their stocks dropped, and then they had to drop the artist. I was actually in that meeting advising them not to do it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm warmed up. Shout out to Instagram that we on right now. Yeah, I know the bonuses that we getting now, and some of the bonuses that we getting. Yes, I consulted for them. I actually just recently consulted for them because they're trying to drop a record label. I didn't sign an NDA Instagram, so you can't get mad at me for that. So I'm advising them how to pay the artist properly if you're gonna distribute for them. I consulted for that. I even consulted for Coors Light. I don't even have a Coors Light. Shout out to John Legend. I put John Legend in for the commercial for the Coors Light to do the brand deal for them on that for John Legend. Mass Appeal, we worked on the Dave East and Styles P. We actually was running the Mass Appeal and Street Dreams, which was running parallel through Eskeja, who was the vice president. Like we could go and I'ma say this. A lot of people never saw the inside of a record label, right? The reason why a lot of people never saw the inside of a record label, it's against the rules to film inside of a record label. I filmed in every record label and they called me back. So I broke the rules and they called me back. Not a lot of people get a call back from breaking the rules. But every record label I've been to, I posted for y'all to see. And they call me back. Not only do they call me back, on Monday I could be at Universal, and then Tuesday I go to Sony. The only A&R consultant, now I'm getting in my bag, the only A&R consultant who was able to work with the competitors in the same week, sometimes in the same exact day. The only. There is no one else who was able to do that, and then turn around and diss them on Instagram, post their DM or even their text message, tag them, and then they told me in a text, why'd you tag me and diss me? And then I post that like, yo, y'all know I'm gonna post it, right? And then guess what? They call me in the next day. So going back to what makes me a music professional is because I love it, man. I love it, and I love sharing it with y'all. I love the creative aspect, and I found the way to be a creative aspect, help creative people, and still maneuver through this traffic that we call the machine. That's what really makes me an industry professional. I love it. And if we want to get technical and knock off everything, what makes you an industry professional is if you get paid for it. That's what I get paid for. Music pays my bills. So that's it. Yo, Miss J's listening to it all. She's like consulting for the homies. All right, before I go, I'm gonna share a quick story with y'all. This is real talk. We hear about Illuminati and we hear about all this crazy stuff, right? The live probably even get cut. I'm gonna say it now before it happens, right? Just in case it does get cut. But I did this live on the show before we was doing the A&R desk. I was doing this thing called In the Streets. I was doing all that, and there was a company, right, that took a liking to me, and they reached out to me. This is true story. They reached out to me and they was like, yo, we like what you're doing and we want you on our team. And they were doing all this yada yada yada. And they said, you know what? In the next 10 seconds, Apple's gonna send you a text message to your phone. They sent me a text message to my phone, maybe 20 seconds later, right? I get a text message from Apple. You have an app available to you. So I hit this link and I download this app. And when I download the app, I actually showed the app at the time. I had it on my tablet, right? It's an app with every contact in the music industry. Literally, I'm talking magazine, a whole list, just like a Rolodex. Then I go to my other phone And I'm doing this live on the air, y'all. Miss Jackson was there. I did this live on the air. I was showing the other phone and I was showing the app, scrolling. And it was like, yo, we do a lot of things. We do a lot of, we want to do business with you. And I was like, all right, cool. This is a true story. Look, Miss Jackson said this is a true story, right? So then they started coming on my lives and they started saying stuff like, you're amazing. These people sent a helicopter. They sent a helicopter for your boy. They sent a helicopter. Now, I'm a street dude, or know the street rules, you know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm going to pull up and I go, and they trying to wine and dine me. And but out of all the insane stuff, right, there's two parts to me that blew my mind. It was that they had an app that they said they made Apple text me the link. They made Apple text me the link, y'all. So I ended up doing some, so I said, you know what, I'll consult for y'all. So when Elon Musk, I might sound like I'm lying, bro. When Elon Musk, before he even bought Twitter, bro, I was in the brokering of that shit. I kid you no lie. It sounds so crazy. I don't even want to keep going. But they was their hands were in so much stuff. And I would come back on the show and share it, y'all. I would come back on the show and share like what was going on. And these motherfuckers would be on the live making comments during my show. Talking about, yo, you need to get down with us and work with us. And yo, it was crazy. And the people that they were able to reach and things that we would do, I get the concept of Illuminati. It wasn't like, you kill or sacrifice a goat or something. It was none of that. But the power and reach in the connection, that network was crazy. And then the crazy part is, it was really weird. It was really weird. The crazy part is they would send me pictures of the DMs of people that was on the live, cause on the live when I'm exposing stuff. I'm like, yo, look at this. Was DMing them saying, yo, I want to sell my soul. I'm Spud's family. I'm his nephew. I'm his cousin. Could you take me in? I kid you no lie. They would send that to me. Like, yo, who's this person? And I used to be like, yo, people will sell their soul. And they actually wanted to book me one last time. And I told them no. I felt like they were trying to be around my space too much. And I said no. Crazy, right? Crazy. So I could even say Illuminati wanted to fuck with your boy. That's crazy. And it wasn't Illuminati. It was just some higher crazy power that had reach. But when we don't know what it is, we just buckle it up to all that. But it's crazy. I got some stories for y'all, man. But that's part of the journey, y'all. That is part of the journey. But I'm always blowing it up. I don't have a problem sharing and exposing stuff like that. So I just had the video queued up, man, and it just went away. Damn it. Oh, I got a classic. I got a classic. This is a classic A&R desk one right here, man. This is a classic one right here. Spud was in Squid Games. No, I turned Squid Games down. See, look, that's that. We got some stories. I turned Squid Games down. That's a whole nother show, man. I'm not even gonna go in there because now I feel weird talking about it, all that. But yo, know your boundaries. Push your boundaries. Break some boundaries. Consistency is the key, but proficiency is the doorway. Don't keep doing something that don't make sense, because it won't make sense, and it damn sure won't make sense. Keep creative, man. If this is what you want to do, y'all, do it. Don't worry about the analytics. Don't worry about the algorithms. Create. When an artist is painting, he's not worrying about when they see it, how they gonna feel. He's putting his feel there, and whoever could walk past the painting and get it, that's who it's for. So making music for who gets you, not you trying to get them. All right, this is Saeed, one of the first winners of the A&R Desk, and he's on the song with me on In a Minute. In a Minute is in all streaming platforms right now. This is called Windows. Windows. That's kind of metaphoric to our conversation. Yo, have a good night, y'all. Y'all be safe. Keep creative. Salute to Nasia Bella for a win tonight. We'll be sitting down with her very shortly. But check this out, y'all. This is Saeed. Windows.
Graduated to lieutenant. The package on the way, take a minute. My mama think I really got a problem, but honestly I'm stuck and independent. I always try to let my ego guide me, but I'm often disconnected, no more 5G. I keep it moving anyway. Illuminate the night today. But I see so many things from out my windows. I done see so many things from out my windows. I done see so many things from out my windows. I done see so many things from out my windows. I done see so many things from out my windows. I done see so many things from out my windows. God should give me guidance. Spare the ride, we lose the violence. Say I'm fried to supersize it. Now my family enterprising. And the man, we moving silent. No advance, we moving honest. Want the fun like Boosie